After 2 years of hiatus, student leaders from across the region convened face-to-face for a 2-day regional leadership summit organized by the Philippine Association of Practitioners of Student Affairs and Services Region 8 Incorporated and hosted by the Paulinian Student Government of St. Paul's School of Professional Studies at Mary Ngo Auditorium SPSPS Palo, Leyte on May 30, 31. With the theme, Boundless Leadership and Resilience Amidst the Defiance of Today's Setup, the said leadership training aimed to strengthen the leadership skills of student leaders in higher education institutions across the region and geared towards developing 21st century leaders. The number of attendees were more than 100, comprising the student leader participants and advisors from 36 colleges and universities in Region 8. Coming ready and prepared, selected officers of ACC Supreme Student Council and campus journalists from the Honeycomb Campus Media, together with the ACC OSA Director and POPSIS Treasurer Christopher Gallos, SCC Advisors Marian Joy Brillo and Arian Gerques, and Alvin Advincula, School Paper Advisor, take part in the said Leadership Summit. Making the 2-day event more engaging, invited resource speakers discussed and shared their best experiences and practices in leadership, organizational document preparation, budget and auditing, project planning and conceptualization, sports and socio-cultural activities, academic concerns, effective leadership communication, coaching, mentoring strategies, and managing challenges with colleagues and parliamentary procedure. Sharing his exemplary leadership skills and practices, especially during the pandemic, SPSPS School President Dr. Aaron Vincent G. Alcala talked about leading through the changing grids, transformational leadership. Listen, learn, and act now and immediately. School President Alcala pointing out the important transformational leadership skills that he applied in leading the school amidst the pandemic.
But I always tell them, we need to give a second chance to our students. We do not know. One day they will change and we do not know they will be in a position later on that they will be able to help the institution.
From a perspective of a youth leader, Honorable Mark Ngo, SK Federation President of Baybay City, discussed the topic on making essential trade-offs, responsible student, passionate leader. On his talk, Honorable Mark Ngo highlighted that the state recognizes the responsibility to enable youths fulfill their vital role in nation building and development.
If you want to be a good leader, if you want to be a successful leader, be committed in your own engagements because that will actually bring you so far.
Professor Maria Charito L. Suyom was assigned to the lecture and workshop on the secretaries and discussed how to write the proper format of the minutes of meetings and project proposals. On the other hand, Mr. Jomari Abiliar, a certified public accountant, was designated to train student leaders on the finances and auditors.
List of students enrolled in this semester. You do not have to give information to a classmate or to an officer as to the contact details of this student.
Kami ito maduha yung prepare. Ano number 1 ngayon yung prepare? Optimistic budget. Ano ikaduha? Pessimistic budget.
Mr. Antonio Cinca Jr., consultant for training and product development to Tourism Region Office 8, discusses project planning and conceptualization, including SWOT analysis and the development of a contingency plan.
For example, a bakery, a bake shop, why are they losing customers? Feedback ito ika nga external. Kaya ano? Maramod kita, all of us know, we know nga kita may nakita lugar na suki. Yes or no?
Yes. Furthermore, Dr. Gerald Lirius examined the importance of sports in states, universities, and colleges. Mr. Miguel Lemuel Emmanuel T. Dumas emphasized the importance of socio-cultural factors in times of pandemic. Indeed, the last resource speaker, Professor Carlo B. Afable, spiritedly discusses and shares his wisdom in the field of academics.
As much as possible nga, your activity, regardless of yung plan mo for the day, plan mo for the week, plan mo for the month, kailangan attainable siya.
As student leaders being in this kind of condition, you are still tasked to create social cultural activities in school, right? Tama ba? Tama ba? Okay.
Activities that are flexible for students to join in. They have a choice whether the different modes will be, or they have a choice what activities to join depending on the different modes. And this time we have hybrid flexible academic activities.
A lively fellowship night concluded the first day, where Leyte Dance Theater showcased their rich and diverse culture of Eastern Visayas, highlighting their cultural dances. On the second day of the event, a breakout session was done for student leaders and advisors as they listened to topics on Walk the Talk, Leadership that Communicates by Professor Carlo Biafable, Social Media and Communication Officer of SPSPS. Meanwhile, National President of PAPSAS, Dr. Renilyn V. Salcedo, shared best practices on coaching and mentoring as well as managing challenges with colleagues.
Right, so, touchers. Now, which one do you think you are? Are you more of a looker, a listener, or a toucher?
Tacloban City Vice Mayor Honorable Jerry Samboyao Casin pushed also the limits of the student leaders as he discussed basic parliamentary procedures and talked about youth, politics, and leadership. He also challenged the student leaders to love and learn, excel and empower, have that attitude and do action with good and sound decisions in mind.
And I continue to admonish and tell you, do not believe them. Believe in the God of the impossible. The dreams that He has for you. Bakit dapat mamatian lang yun? Okay?
In an interview with some of the student leaders, advisors, and the organizing committee, they expressed their thoughts on how this two-day affair strengthened their leadership and organizational skills in the respective council.
So, from the knowledge or from the topics I have learned in this seminar, it helped me to be more equipped in implementing activities or programs in the community.
First of all, I just want to say na attending this summit is very crucial and it is very important kasi marami kang knowledge na makukuha especially pagdating sa leadership kasi ito yung topic. Then applying all those knowledge is not easy if ikaw lang mag-isa. Kaya you have to re-echo the knowledge or the discussion na ginawa dito for your other officers also to gain knowledge from you.
From all the learnings from day 1 until today, I'm gonna apply this by having an echo seminar to the other organizations. So as the head of the student organizations and activities, we are planning, actually before we came here, we planned to have an echo seminar for the other organizations so that from topic 1 until topic 4 and all of the other topics that we saw as important, they will be shared not just only by the students here who participated, but also to the other organizations, to the other students and the advisors.
There was a lot actually to prepare, especially that it's really a regional summit. But since the PAPSAS already handled this kind of event already, so it was not that much of a preparation. And currently, the president of PAPSAS is also currently the PSG advisor. So Sir Louis was very hands-on with the preparation as well. So most of the time, our preparation is just minimal na lang. And then, we just prepare the actual event na lang po.
At the end of the event, PAPSAS Region 8 President Louis S. Tanya also shared his appreciation and gratitude to all the participating schools. student leaders, advisors, and was very glad for the outcome of the Leadership Summit.
So we have planned in coordination with the Commission on Higher Education through Ms. Jane Latorre, the focal person of the Student Affairs and Services. We will be conducting this coming October or November 2022, the Student Congress in Ormoc City.
During a crisis, such as the COVID-19 pandemic, leaders must act quickly and adapt plans as new evidence and factors present themselves. At PAPSAS, they believe leadership is a journey that never stops, and students' organizations that can evolve, adapt, and turn challenges into opportunities. Kudos to PAPSAS and mabuhay ang ating mga student leaders. From St. Paul's School of Professional Studies, Palo, Leyte, John Paul Adtoon, The Honeycomb News.